Good afternoon, Julia.
Thanks.
You know my pronouns are they, them. How are you doing?
Watch out, everybody. The pronoun brigade has arrived.
Yeah. Thank you for telling me your pronouns. I use correct grammar, so the only thing I would need to refer you to
Yes,
is
Julia.
to your face would be you. But I'm not being rude. You can choose your pronouns. You can choose what you want to call yourself, but you don't get to require me to use incorrect grammar and factually incorrect things. You're not a plural. You're a one person.
This is the thing that people don't talk about enough, is the fact that they, them just literally makes no sense whatsoever. That is a plural. If we were to refer to someone with completely non-gendered language, the only thing that would make sense with the language that we have is it. But, let's just see how these people would react if we start referring to them as it. It is singular, right? They and them is plural. It literally makes no sense whatsoever. But because they don't want to sound like an object and be called it, they decide to use incorrect grammar instead and just make it make sense.
And you're a female person, so I will use she and her. Thank you very much.
Do what you like, I
Well,
guess.
there you are. You didn't need to tell me then, did you?
Maybe I'm just making sure people know in case they're watching and they want to refer to me respectfully.
Is it disrespectful for me to use correct factual grammar?
It's not incorrect or unfactual grammar to use singular they, them pronouns for an individual. But we're here to talk about the cast review.
Yeah, but
It is incorrect.
you chose to bring it up.
You chose to
Julia's
use the
not gonna
incorrect
let this
pronouns
one
for
go.
me.
I
I've
chose
just
to use the
corrected you.
correct pronouns for a single woman who is appearing on my show.
I'm not a single woman, though. I'm a very special non-binary trans person, as you just pointed out.
Oh my god. You're super special because you don't refer to yourself as the gender that you were born with. That is such a life achievement, honestly.
I didn't
really
just
want to
point
stand
that
out from
out.
the crowd.
I didn't just point that out. I introduced you as a journalist and a Virgin Radio presenter.
No, just before I came on, you were talking about how people with all these labels like to be special. And I'm just making sure that everyone knows I'm special.
Okay, I'm not special. I'm just a boring old heterosexual married woman. But, sorry about that. We're not allowed to do that anymore. In fact, that probably does make me special now. I don't know.
Yes, maybe it does make you special because we'll eventually head to a time when being someone who refers to themselves with normal pronouns is abnormal. I hope that we don't get to that point, but we could eventually get there. Now, you get this all the time. People think that they are special because they put a certain label on themselves. And to be honest, I think that it is making up for a lack of achievements in their own lives. People think that having some special pronoun is a life achievement when they actually haven't achieved anything materially great that requires hard work and sacrifice and years of tenacity. Someone who becomes world champion, who has the incredible career and that sort of thing. That is what makes you special, not slapping some pronoun in your bio on LinkedIn and Twitter and Instagram and whatnot. That only takes 2 seconds to do. That is not an achievement. That does not make you special. It just makes you a nuisance trying to make the rest of us use, as Julia rightly said, incorrect grammar. I will give some credit to this girl for not screaming and shouting as some of the community would. I'm sure many of you have seen that video where you have the girl stands up in a room full of people and says, "I'm just going to scream for 2 minutes to give you a sense of what it feels like to be trans," and she just stands there screaming, breaking everyone's eardrums. So at least she wasn't on that level, but still pretty embarrassing to suggest that you're special for asking people to refer to yourself with incorrect grammar. Well done, Julia Hartley-Brewer, for pointing out this absolute nonsense once again and not bowing down to the woke brigade. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I'm Chloe Dobbs. I will see you very soon.